Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dollarpath Academy. Today, we're diving deep into something I get asked about all the time: how to build an Upwork profile that actually gets you hired, especially when you're just starting. If you've ever felt like you're shouting into the void on Upwork, sending proposals and hearing nothing back, this video is for you. We're going to break down, step by step, how to create a profile that stands out, attracts clients, and lands you those first critical jobs. So, let's get real for a second. Why do so many beginner profiles on Upwork fail? The most common reason is that they look, well, like beginner profiles. They're generic, they lack focus, and they don't scream "I'm the expert you need to hire." Many new freelancers make the mistake of trying to be a jack-of-all-trades. They see a job for writing, one for social media, and another for data entry, and they think, "I can do all of that." So they create a profile that says, "I do everything," and then they apply to everything. This is a huge mistake. Clients aren't looking for someone who can do a little bit of everything. They're looking for someone who is great at one specific thing they need right now. When your profile is all over the place, it signals a lack of expertise and confidence. It's like a restaurant with a 20-page menu offering everything from sushi to pizza to tacos. You just know none of it is going to be amazing. That's why the very first step, before you even write a single word, is choosing your niche. This brings us to the foundation of your entire Upwork career: picking a niche. I cannot stress this enough: don't be a generalist. Instead of being a virtual assistant, be a virtual assistant for real estate agents. Instead of being a writer, be a blog writer for SaaS companies. See the difference? One is vague, the other is specific and immediately tells a potential client, "This person understands my industry and my needs." So how do you choose? Think about three things. What are you good at? What do you actually enjoy doing? And what are people willing to pay for? The sweet spot is where those three circles overlap. Brainstorm your existing skills, even from past jobs or hobbies. Maybe you're great at organizing, have a knack for design, or you're a whiz with spreadsheets. Then go on Upwork and search for jobs related to those skills. See what clients are asking for. Look at the top-rated freelancers in those categories. What services are they offering? This research will help you identify a profitable niche where you can stand out. Remember, it's better to be a big fish in a small pond than a tiny, invisible fish in the ocean. Once you've nailed down your niche, it's time to write your profile overview, starting with your title. Your title is the first thing a client sees. It needs to be clear and benefit-driven. Instead of just graphic designer, try something like logo and brand identity designer for startups. It's specific and speaks directly to a target client. Now for the overview itself. Keep it simple, professional, and client-focused. Most beginners make the mistake of talking all about themselves. "I graduated with this degree. I have these hobbies. I'm a hard worker." Clients don't really care about that. They care about what you can do for them. So, structure your overview to answer their silent question: why should I hire you? Start with a strong opening line that states who you help and what problem you solve. For example, "I help e-commerce brands increase their sales through engaging product descriptions that convert." Right away, the client knows what you do and the result you deliver. The next couple of paragraphs should elaborate on your services and process. List the specific services you offer within your niche. Use bullet points to make it easy to read. For example, under Email Marketing Specialist, you might list newsletter design, audience segmentation, A/B testing, and campaign analysis. This shows you know your stuff. Finally, end with a clear call to action. Don't just trail off. Invite them to take the next step. Something like, "If you're looking for a reliable writer who can help you connect with your audience, feel free to send me a message. I'd love to discuss your project." This makes you seem approachable and professional. Remember, use you and your more than I and my. Make it all about the client. Next up, your profile photo. This is surprisingly important. It builds trust. People want to see who they're hiring. Now, you don't have to be a model, but your photo should be professional. That means good lighting, a clean background, and a friendly, approachable expression. Look into the camera and smile. No selfies from a weird angle, no photos from a party, and definitely no blurry pictures. If you're really camera shy or have reasons for not showing your face, you could use a professional-looking logo, but a real photo is almost always better for building that initial connection. It makes you seem like a real person, not a faceless entity. Now let's talk about the skills section. Upwork lets you add up to 15 skills. Use them all, but be strategic. Avoid adding vague, generic skills like communication or Microsoft Word. Everyone has those. Instead, focus on specific, in-demand skills relevant to your niche. If you're a web developer, add skills like WordPress, JavaScript, CSS, and PHP. If you're a writer, add SEO writing, copywriting, content strategy. Think about the keywords a client would actually type into the search bar to find someone like you. Fill this section with those keywords. This is crucial for how Upwork's algorithm shows your profile in search results. Don't just list what you think you're good at. List what clients are actively searching for. Okay, the big one, the portfolio. This is where so many beginners get stuck. They think, how can I have a portfolio if I've never had a client? This is a classic chicken and egg problem, but it's easy to solve. You don't need paid client work to build a portfolio. You just need to create your own samples. If you're a writer, write 3 sample blog posts in your chosen niche. If you're a graphic designer, design a logo and brand guide for a fictional company. If you're a social media manager, create a 1-month content calendar for an imaginary brand. These are called spec pieces or concept projects. The key is to make them look real and professional. Give your fictional projects realistic names and write a brief description for each portfolio item explaining the client's goal and how your work achieved it. For example, designed a logo for Bloom Cafe, a fictional coffee shop with the goal of creating a modern and welcoming brand identity. This shows clients your skills in action, which is far more powerful than just saying you have them. Your portfolio is visual proof of your abilities, so make it shine, even if you have to create the work yourself to get started. Alright, let's wrap up with some common beginner mistakes to avoid. We've touched on some, like being too general, but here are a few more. First, underpricing yourself to an extreme. While you might need to be competitive at first, pricing yourself at rock bottom can attract bad clients and make you look desperate. Do some research on what other freelancers in your niche with similar experience are charging. Second, using a generic, copy-pasted proposal. Each proposal you send should be tailored to the specific job post. Address the client's needs directly and explain why you are the perfect fit for their project. Third, not completing your profile 100%. Fill out every single section Upwork gives you. The employment history, the education, the video introduction, everything. A complete profile looks more professional and also ranks better in Upwork's search algorithm. So, here's your final checklist before you set your profile live. Is your niche clearly defined? Is your title and overview client-focused and keyword-rich? Is your photo professional and friendly? Are your skills specific and relevant? Do you have at least 3 strong portfolio pieces, even if they're spec work? Have you filled out every section of your profile? If you can say yes to all of these, you are miles ahead of most beginners on the platform. Building a winning Upwork profile takes time and effort, but it's the single most important investment you can make in your freelance career. It's your digital storefront, your resume, and your first impression all in one. Get it right, and you'll be on the fast track to landing great clients and building a sustainable business. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this guide was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more freelancing tips. See you in the next video.